Alright, welcome back. Last time, went up a tech level to 43. What else did I do? Oh yes, I've started focusing on getting the nobility to like me a lot more by picking certain actions to raise their loyalty. I think I might actually disown an unpopular relative. And this is all in preparation for setting up to get this. However, I need to bring their power down to 55, and currently I've noticed that slowly as time went on, their resting point for power has been going up, which is not a good sign. So yeah, I've been focusing on that, as well as converting religions of my provinces. However, there also has been a plague ravaging my country. Though it does seem to have stopped by now, and it's been long enough so that the aftermath icons are all gone. Though there's still quite a bit of province trauma still around. Which isn't great. I've also started sending expeditions to the British Isles because, well, England and Connacht all have a good bit lower tech level than I do, at least militech wise. And I've already grabbed a couple provinces in Western Africa, and I don't really need those. I've been only planning on using them for a base of operations eventually, in case I have more interest in the area. I don't know. Nope, colony's done. Time for the next province. Ah, France took it. Okay. Never mind. Is there a province I'm capable of colonizing? Oh. I mean, a presence in the Far East would be important. Wow. I think I'm actually going to wait a little while. It's unlikely for them to have a native revolt in the first several months, and I'd rather make sure that the transport fleet doesn't start dying of attrition because I'm not paying attention. Ah, great, the quartermaster died. Alright, time to get a replacement. Probably be best to do the aristocrats faction in order to keep them a bit happier. So, although I will say this, multi-cost reduction is not useful. Right, I should be able to pay off the last loan though. There we go, debt free. Which means my legitimacy should improve faster. Excellent. Okay, so first a general over here died. Alright, let's hire a replacement. 3230. How is that 2 stars? Right now, I need to find a replacement. Probably should do burger faction. Well, I don't. This might have been useful earlier, but well, trade power abroad. That's quite a bit of stuff that could be considered trade power abroad. This note is a definite. So these. I'm not really sure what it counts as overseas, though. Oh, everyone's ready, including the ships. Wow. I was not expecting them to be fully repaired this quickly, but... well, that's right. Natural location does not provide shipbuilding boosts. It's harborage that needs to do that. Province doesn't have any harborage. Just amenities. send you over to here. And let's hope nothing gets lost at sea. I mean, I highly doubt it, but weirder stuff has occurred. I can intervene in wars against great powers. Hindustani Vijayanagari War. Hindustan managed to call in Castile and Portugal. It's a punitive war. Oh, coalition war. Yep. I am not helping with that. I am not. I know better than to. I would be stupid to try and join a war like that. Alright. It's a good time to stop here. So, I've started colonizing over here. Really no other good place for it. Besides, I actually have trader interests in the Far East, so that's nice. Helps a little bit, probably not an amazing amount. And I have not really done that much. I've mainly been focusing on keeping the nobles happy without giving anything, well, giving them anything that would increase their power. I am prepping up to do this specifically, though I'm waiting until 1730. I'm going to activate that 1730. That way, once the thing ends in 1740? Yeah, it should end. Once it ends in 1740, they should have a low enough power, I presume, for me to bump them down to gentry rather than aristocracy, which would be extremely helpful. My ruler also has become an embezzler, so the resting point for corruption is now 2.5 points higher. Yay! I honestly can't wait until the heir becomes ruler. Good skills, which means low corruption, and as far as I know, no negative personality traits. That's gonna have to wait for 5-6 years. In other news, France got attacked by Korea, who managed to drag in Ming, so they're having fun. And I doubt that war is going to end too soon. However, well, it is an imperialist war, so the target is to siege down the capital. On the other hand, there's a lot of battles, a few battles, and most provinces over here that are owned by France happen to be occupied or specifically under siege. Though if every siege is like this one, this might take a while. We're approaching 1730 as well, which is when I think I'll actually go ahead and embrace nationalism. I mean, the attack penalty is starting to become bad, and it will get to be extremely bad later on. Though it's not industrialization or academia levels of bad. That will come later. Global trade is also about hit its maximum penalty, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's why I sit here and hope, more or less. At least this province managed to pick it up, so that's decreasing the costs slightly and increasing the amount of progress towards it. Yeah, 4 provinces embraced. But that's not nowhere near enough. gonna take past 1750 at this rate. Oh well, I can eat the extra 200 points for a while. I have a lot of points, and I produce enough to keep up. In fact, that's the specific reason why I'm going with skill 1s for the longest time. I don't need points anymore. The money's more useful. I can use it for infrastructure and whatnot. Plus, my income has mostly recovered. Property costs are still high, but property income is now definitely higher. Sadly, provincial corruption is increasing again, but... And my state reach is improving greatly, which is extremely good. The better my state reach is, the easier it is to tax stuff, I guess? That's pretty much it. It doesn't even help with autonomy, now that I think about it. But it is nice that there are several provinces that have low autonomy, or quickly lowering autonomy. Like, the entirety of the coastal, almost the whole of the coastal Yucatan has zero autonomy, with the exception of Yokotan. But so long as legitimacy doesn't drop too much, and nothing silly happens with autonomy, this is not a problem. It will drop to 0 eventually, though it's doing that slowly. Some inland in Yucatan as well, though. As soon as you hit Penitza or Tayasu, yeah, or Bach, that's no longer the case. I've also been doing some conversion efforts, reconverting a couple... Oh wait, that's just ongoing. I was thinking, oh, I've already converted this. Do I have to do it again? No. But yeah, things are going. Things are going. Though it is taking its time. Oh, and I forgot to fabricate a claim. Right? Yes. And correct. Yeah, so long as the war between France and Korea goes on, they'll be getting war exhaustion and maybe death. And once it gets high enough, I can probably take on California. And possibly Mexico, though with California, I'm definitely taking a lot more territory than I did last time. I can probably handle a larger portion of their territory, plus I could probably steal maps of the interior, just to get a better idea of what's going on. Though I may need to move units to there. And I do have some in the North Pacific. That's something I'll handle later. I've also made a couple states because those provinces would go down, either are below 100% autonomy or would go down with state. The exceptions are basically here. Wait, never mind. This state can handle it then. Because this province can actually go below 100 autonomy now. Despite awful communication, this area just has no road work or anything like that. And minimal along here. I have to admit, I'm kind of surprised this province is better communication-wise than this one, or autonomy-wise. Though they both have nightmares, so no benefit from communication. Probably has to do with the sheer strength of elites and all that, and perhaps separatism? Yeah, it looks like it's just the strength of the elites that happens to be just a bit higher. 0.09 instead of 0.02. Or at least plus that amount. Oh well. I'm just happy to have my treasury recover, and the economy seems to be doing decently, although it can be difficult to check that. At the very least, my capital has lots of urban migrants coming in. Which at least is somewhat positive. I just hope the luxury cloth industry and the armaments industries and continue to do fine. Since the other industries aren't doing as well. Yeah, anyway, that's definitely long enough for me. I'll see you again next time. Until then, bye.